Picture, if you will, a strange alternate universe where some of your favorite movies had completely different actors in the main roles. This is not a realm of the impossible, but a realm of the nearly possible.
Ladies, gentlemen, geeks of all ages, you are now entering BJ Shea's Geek Nation. Welcome.
Hey guys, Chris Walker here, Walk Like a Flame with BJ Shea's Geek Nation, back again with another episode of On the Couch with Chris. I was reading an article online today that told me that Brad Pitt was being considered for the role of William Wallace in Braveheart, which of course Mel Gibson did. He was director, producer, main star, all of that jazz. But Mel himself and the studios wanted Brad Pitt for the role at one point, and that got me kind of thinking what kind of a different movie that would have been. How strange would it have been? And I honestly don't know, because I love the Mel Gibson Braveheart so much that it's hard for me to even picture it with anybody else in the role. But I started looking around and seeing that this is something that happens in Hollywood pretty frequently, where several actors are up for one role or another, and even almost confirmed up to one point, and then last minute they switch to somebody else, and then those movies get made and they become these iconic roles that we know and recognize in a heartbeat. Some of the ones that I found that were a little bit more interesting to me personally, Will Smith as Neo. I'm sure you've heard about this one. In The Matrix, they wanted to cast Will Smith in that role, and it went to Keanu Reeves. Would have made it a completely different movie with Will Smith in that role. Pretty glad they went the way they did, but again, I don't know how it would have looked otherwise. O.J. Simpson was going to be the Terminator, but they thought he wasn't convincing enough as a cold-blooded killing machine. Take what you want from that. Bill Murray almost got the Michael Keaton role in the first Batman movie with Tim Burton. I don't know. I love Bill Murray. Definitely love his comedic as well as his serious chops. But honestly, I don't know. I think that would have been very strange as well. But again, this is all going to be strange because it's hard to picture any of this with other actors in the roles. Robin Williams almost got two big iconic roles. They wanted him for Hagrid in the Harry Potter movies, right? I think that works. But they also wanted him for Jack Nicholson's character in The Shining, Jack Torrance. That, I think, would have been a little bit odd. And yet, I remember at the time, Robin Williams was, well, a little off the handle, as it were. But I guess that would have fit the role, huh? Sean Connery almost got the role of Gandalf that wound up going to Sir Ian McKellen. I mean, as far as iconic, sort of geeky roles, you can't do much better than that. I would have liked to have seen Sean Connery in that role, but I think Ian McKellen does it literally to perfection. I can't say one way or the other whether Sean Connery's would have been better. I'm sure you all know that Christopher Walken almost got the part of Han Solo in the Star Wars movies. He auditioned for it. They liked him for it. They were going to cast him for it. But, you know, in the end, we got Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford almost got beat out for another iconic role, Indiana Jones. They almost picked Tom Selleck for that. Tom Selleck was a big deal at the time, Magnum P.I. and all of that jazz. He did a movie called High Road to China. It had a very sort of adventure feel to it along the lines of Indiana Jones, and I think that might have been why they wanted him for it. I don't know which one came first, but I know that you almost got Tom Selleck as Indiana Jones. That would have been a heck of a thing. Same movie, they almost cast Danny DeVito as Sulla. You know, Indiana Jones's buddy, played by Jonathan Rhys-Davies. Yeah, I mean, that would have been, again, a totally different movie. Amazing stuff. Adam Sandler almost got cast as Sergeant Danny Donowitz, the Bear Jew in Inglourious Basterds. Luckily, we got Eli Roth in there, and I think pretty unstoppable in that role. And then the last one I want to leave you on, probably the biggest head scratcher that I came up with when I was looking around the internet. They almost cast Arnold Schwarzenegger as King Koopa in the Mario Brothers movie. The Governator was going to be King Koopa instead of Dennis Hopper, which, say what you want about that movie, I don't think that Schwarzenegger would have helped at all. Man, would have been completely weird and different. So let me know if there's any of them that you like that I left out. Leave it in the comments below and I'll look it up and maybe decide whether it's weirder or more interesting than my list here. But for now, guys, share, like, subscribe, the same things I always ask you for. Really love it when I see you guys chiming in as well, leaving comments and whatnot down below in the video. But for now, stay nerdy. Completely different movie, I think, with Will Smith. We'll see. We won't see. John Rhys-Davies. I can speak.